I'm Joss.
Hi, I'm Claudia.
And this is the Let's Get Down to Business podcast.
We're two cousins on opposite ends of the globe with a lot of opinions about figure skating.
And we are here to deliver the news, recaps, and sob with delight at the absolute joy and triumph of our men's medalists at Euros. Who knew we would be saying that?
Hello and welcome everyone to our second Europeans episode where we will be recapping the men and ice dance events.
Absolutely. If you missed our women and pairs episode, definitely go back and listen to it. But first we have a few news items here. The first of which is so sad. Mikhail Kolyada has withdrawn from the Olympics due to a positive COVID test. We also talked about this very briefly in our women and pairs episode.
I am sad.
I'm just so sad. There's apparently no time for him to take another test and have it be negative. This is like truly like one of the worst people, I think, to get COVID. Not that there's anyone good to get COVID, but like, come on, Misha, like he has had it so rough over the past few years that it truly is so incredibly sad. And honestly, I don't think that this is going to be our last sad COVID positive test result that we'll see. It's only just the first. Well,
it's only just starting. Fuck that.
One of the first. Evgeni Semenenko is replacing Misha.
Which, I mean, I find incredulous because apparently it was a coach in Misha's camp who got COVID, obviously passed on to Misha, and so they're obviously sending Evgeni Semenenko, who is also coached by the same coaching team, as a replacement.
Make it make sense, as they say.
I mean, yeah, he is the alternate, but Anyway, just
the whiplash that Evgeni has probably had this season.
Oh, 100%.
Even over the past month. Poor guy.
I mean, if he doesn't get whiplash from the amount of arm movement that he has in his skating and jumps, I wouldn't know, like, this
his
would do
windmill
it.
arms. If the windmill arms don't fuck up his neck, this will definitely do the trick.
Yeah. I mean, it is just... There's a lot of noise surrounding this. It's such a big news item. And it's mainly heartbreak, as Misha is the oldest man on the planet.
Oh, yes.
At 26. And many are saying it's probably his last chance at the Olympics. Which, I don't want to think about that. Like, it's not like 26 is ancient, but apparently it is. And the boy has talent up his wazoo. Like, it's not like he can't continue on. I don't know.
It is true. Anyways, let's move on to our next news item.
I guess some ice dance news. Olympic alternate Elizaveta Khudaiberdieva got engaged to her partner Kirill Blagov, who is the Channel One's creative producer and who is also 15 years her senior. But
it's a lot of years her senior.
Cool. Oh yeah, a lot of years. But hopefully they are happy and all of that. So. Yeah, congratulations to them. Unfortunately, Igor Barzin, Lisa's partner, has tested positive for COVID.
Oh, goodness.
So that's no like Olympic alternate possibility for them. That sucks balls. We also have Alexander Zhulin, the coaches of Sinitsina and Katsalapov, saying that he most likely thinks that they're going to retire at the end of the season/cycle. So... yeah, that's going to be interesting and kind of really solidifies the point that we think a lot of Russia's senior teams are going to give way at the end of the season. Also, non-men and ice dance related, rumor has it that Sui Han are planning to do a quad twist for the Olympics.
Interesting. All right.
And apparently they're trying to up their side-by-side jump technicals too, so... I mean...
I'll take it.
I will definitely take it.
Give me that gold. Give me that OGM.
Seriously.
Sui Han OGM in front of a home crowd. Couldn't ask for more.
I will buy it for them. Like, I will bribe anyone for them to have that moment.
Wouldn't be the first time that they've accepted a bribe.
Speaking some truth. All right, let's move on to our ice dance event. And... oh, this is just shit as well. Like, dear God. So let's start with the withdrawals. Gabby and Guillaume, they withdrew from this event to stay away from the Omicron floating around.
You know, can't blame them for that.
Truly can't blame them for this. Yulia Turkila and Matthias Versli, who represent Finland, had to withdraw because Yulia tested positive for COVID. Maria Kazakova and Georgi Revia, who represent Georgia. We haven't seen them for a very long time. They are fan favorites, and they withdrew for no apparent reason, which, I mean, I will take that over COVID. But they are going to Beijing. Hope they are injury and COVID free, because cannot wait to see them back. And unfortunately, like we mentioned before, Allison Reed didn't get her Lithuanian citizenship, so her and Seoul can't go to the Olympics, but they did compete here, and it was a very bittersweet experience to watch them.
Too sad.
But yes, let's get on to the skating first, because dear God, just a lot happened in ice dance, which I was like, this isn't men or women, so like, what's going on? But we'll talk through it. Let's start off with our pod faves, Allison Reed and Saulius Ambrulevicius, coming in 8th.
All right. Well, we had an okay rhythm dance. I just really like them. I feel bad. I feel guilty even saying that they had an okay rhythm dance. Oh goodness.
I mean, you know what? You're doing better than Simon Reed calling Saulius Severin.
Oh no. Didn't Severin withdraw because of injury?
Yes, you did. Wrong discipline
it's not
too,
even
Simon.
The right event here, Simon.
Can we get Chris and Nick back? Like, the wrong British Eurosport commentators are commentating.
Anyways, we got 3 key points. We got a no, yes, yes, yes. We have a midline step level 2 and a pattern step. Both of them got a level 3, mostly +2s in their GOEs. So did end up with a 74.45 in the rhythm dance. And then with the free dance here, it was kind of an interesting set of twizzles here.
Oh gosh. Someone did an extra or one less rotation in the first set, but the judges didn't call it. Probably because you need a minimum of 4, so I guess you can continue twizzling as long as you want, apparently.
Just twizzling forever.
Yes. I did spend like a good amount of time going through one channel on YouTube, which details, thankfully, all of ice dance stuff, which, again, not an ice dance expert, but after this, I know a little bit more. They go through like key points in the Midnight Blues, what the levels are for the 1 foot step, the pattern step, the lifts, all of that. So go watch the technical panel on YouTube, because really enjoy their videos. There's a free promo for you. But you know what? I was just super happy that there were some Lithuanian flags in the audience, and the audience was so complimentary to them, and just a lot of lacrimosa feels, you know what I mean?
A lot of lacrimosa feels. Them lacrimosa feels. Anyways, so sad to not see them at the Olympics. They have tried so hard to make their way there, but unfortunately, I don't know.
We love citizenship. Hooray.
All right. In 7th place, interestingly enough, Deanna Davis and Gleb Smolkin.
Who didn't do bad. So Boom Boo Pow and Bom Biddy Bum, really not bad from them. Key points, yes, no, yes, yes. So Deanna got both of hers. Gleb lost one of his. Pattern step, Deanna got a level 3. Gleb got a level... Gleb, what you doing? Deanna's carrying the team.
Gleb.
Midline level 2. They do great in their rotational lifts, however. Like, Gleb's whipping her around like she weighs 0. But they got 73.32, which I love how it's like a full 10 points or like 7 points under what they scored previously, but this is more in line with like what I would expect. So thank you, judges here. They did come in 8th for the rhythm dance. And the team of Deanna and Davis, as a lot of people like to say, and Gleb's
yes,
just like...
Deanna and Davis.
Yeah.
I've heard that many a time.
And Gleb's like, yeah, I'm fine with it. It's irony, so I take no offense. I'm like, good on you, Gleb.
My name is Glebothy, but... I don't know why I just called him Glebothy. I call everyone something.
Glebothy. You know what? I can bet you somebody in America's called Glebothy.
Could you imagine?
This Moulin Rouge free skate, however, and no matter what you think about these two or the Moulin Rouge program, that opening stationary lift to rotational lift is quite awesome. And you know what? Diana's giving more face here.
Okay.
Good on you, girl.
Good. Wonderful.
Yeah. She's working hard. She got a level 4 in the 1 foot step. Gleb got a level 3. He also dropped a level in the twizzles. Like, Gleb, come on. Now we're calling him Glebethy.
We'll forever
We've got the team
Glebethy.
of Diana and Davis.
And their coach Glebethy.
And I was going to relegate Gleb to the plushie.
Their plushie that they have picked up on the way to the kiss and cry, Glebethy.
Yeah, I don't think that's a relegation really, because plushies are awesome. So
plushies
Glebethy,
are so good.
be plushie.
It's an upgrade.
They are
from Davis.
Truly, Diana and Davis and their plushie Glebethy. Coined it right here. So 7th in the free dance with 113.29, so really decent from them, and I think that's fair. Their coach Igor Spielbahn said that they knew they weren't competing for the medals, and I actually think he's been good in regards to answering questions about Diana and Davis and Glebethy. He's going like, look, it's kind of like a real honor that they're going to the Olympics, and will they be in the team event? He's just like, look, I think that in the team event, because every skate counts, the strongest skaters should be put in. But it's not up to me, he said. He's like, it's up to the federation. I'm like, you know what? That's a very
fair.
Well media trained
diplomatic
answer. It's very fair. 100%. All right, so good on Diana and Davis and Glebethy. Let's move on to Sarah Hurtado and Kirill Khaliavin representing Spain, who came in 6th.
Yes. Okay, so we got a Beyonce rhythm dance. I actually really enjoy this. Okay, so we had a little, I don't know, some missteps, as Simon will say.
No, Simon will say Severin.
Severin, who withdrew and not the right discipline.
Yeah, and Kirill will be called like Kevin or something next time around. Just wait and watch.
Yeah. All right. So we had 3 key points out of 4, and then we also have the pattern step, both of them level 2, midline step again level 2, rotational lift level 4. They ended up with 75.83 in the rhythm dance, and then in the free dance, I don't know, this was not their greatest.
You know what? It's kind of been underwhelming all season.
I don't know if it's the pressure. I mean, there is a significant amount of pressure on these two. But they just haven't been, living up to what they need to be doing, which is very unfortunate because Olivia and Adrian have been having such a good season.
Yes, and I feel like because they are chasing something that they missed out on last time, they've got a bit more like oomph in them. But I mean, Sarah and Kirill have been making too many, like, I'm watching tennis at the moment, it's the Australian Open, so like the first thing that pops into my head is unforced errors. But they're unforced
errors. Low GOE on the deductions.
They can't be giving up levels in the 1 foot step and the twizzles. They can't be bobbling and looking messy. Like, the competition is tight. So, yeah, they're just really leaving a lot of points on the table. And unfortunately, that with their performances here, they did end up in 6th overall, with an overall score of 199.90, and that was just not good enough to take it to Olivia and Adrian. I mean, they were like, 4 points behind Lilah and Lewis, who came in 5th? Like, eesh, that's a big diff in ice dance.
Yeah, that's not what they need to be doing at all. And again, I don't know if it's the pressure. I don't know what it is. Adrian and Olivia have really stepped up their game, though. So I think it's become very clear that I think they picked the right team to represent Spain. So,
I mean, they gave them clear criteria at the start of the season, which I appreciated, like just very clear cut, obviously no politicking in it, because, there's the three competitions, whoever comes up on top in terms of scores goes. So very fair. But let's move on to our 5th place finishers, Lilah and Lewis Gibson, skating to a kiss medley for their rhythm dance.
Okay. I really like these two.
Of course. They've got a lot of, like, youthful energy, you know?
Youthful energy. I lack that. Kiss medley, absolutely fantastic. Key points, 4 out of 4 key points. So very good. They didn't seem to have quite the same maybe amount of energy as they usually do. I don't know if that was just a me thing. I don't know if I overdrank my coffee that day and was like, come on, everyone.
Maybe. I mean, I also felt that they kind of skated safe. Like, yeah, they got all 4 key points, but it wasn't, they kind of like barely got there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, just, they did enough for the bare minimum.
Yeah, I don't know what it was about this. I don't know what, I'm not really sure. But anyways, and then their Lion King free dance. Oh, this was definitely a little messier. Lewis had a little bubble in the twizzles. They both got a level 3 in the twizzles. It was just a little off, but definitely not the worst. So
no. So, I mean, I think they did drop to 6th in the free dance, which made them get to 5th overall, because I think they came 4th in the rhythm dance. Lol at Roman Hagenauer going like, okay, for the scores afterwards. Like, he absolutely knew. But you know what? Happy to see them at the Olympics. They're going to bring the energy for sure there.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe they're just saving up for it.
Yeah, they're what is it? Their energy is in reserves right now.
Yes. But you know what team just always gives it, I feel, 100%, especially Olivia, who really is a proud Mary in that rhythm dance.
Truly.
We're obviously talking about Olivia Smart and Adrian Diaz, who came in 4th here and are going to the Olympics, baby.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I think the choice was pretty clear this season. They have really, really stepped it up. I adore both of their programs together. I adore them individually. I have also been really enjoying seeing them on, what is this? On Edge? Is that what that show is called? Yeah, I've been really enjoying seeing them.
Me too.
I find their little mini drama very, very fun. Not between them, but just like in general, and talking about the competition between them and the other Spanish team. I just think it's been really fun. But anyways, they've really grown on me this season. And this wasn't their greatest performance this season at all, but still quite well done. In the Tina Turner rhythm dance, we had 3 out of 4 key points. Yes, yes, no, yes. We had pattern step. Both of them got a level 3, midline step level 2, and ended up with a season's best, 77.99. And then for their Zorro free dance, again, love it.
I think it was, they kind of knew at that stage, given Sarah and Kirill didn't really do great in the rhythm dance and scored 2 points lower in the rhythm dance. So they were just, I feel like they were kind of just enjoying their skate.
Yes.
And I love how, like, Olivia almost, like, she missed the full layback at the ending position. It's like, I ain't fucking falling. I'm not fucking this up. And she's just like, I'm gonna just sit and look pretty. But it was funny watching them in the kiss and cry. They're like, yep, season's best with 118.87. Okay, we're in 4th. Cool. And I was like, 100% they're gonna go backstage and freak the fuck out in celebration.
Oh my gosh. I hope they did. They deserve it.
100%. In the kiss and cry, they just looked like really relieved. And after such a long and intense season, like, absolutely. But very, very happy for them. It's not Adrian's first Olympics, but it is Olivia's. So that's very exciting.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So exciting. Okay, so let's move to our podium here. In 3rd place, we have Charlene Guignard and Marco Fabbri. Love it. Love them.
Mom and dad.
They, oh my gosh, they said in the press conference that they're going to compete next year. I love it. Excuse me.
I lost it. They were just like, we're going to take it year by year now. I'm like, you do you, guys. You do you. We love you.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so Michael Jackson medley. Oh, fantastic. They're just so pleased. So we had a pattern step, both on level 3, midline step level 3. It was so good. They ended up with a season's best of 83.35.
And Barbara being Barbara was so happy. And you know what? This rhythm dance rocked. It was
so nice.
I love it.
The audience, very happy.
Duh. I was very happy too.
At home audience of us, also very happy.
Yes.
Oh, and Atonement. Excuse me. I love Atonement.
I love it. I love this free dance. I love them skating to it. Truly like mom and dad. That stationary to rotational lift from so many teams. It's so great. I love that combination. Circular step level 3, 1 foot step, both level 3s. When Charlene started crying at the end, I started crying.
Ugh.
And it was apparently because her grandpa died and she skated for him. And that made me like bawl.
Oh, no.
But they skated to a 124.62 in the free dance, which landed them in third overall. With an overall point score of 207.97. Unfortunately, Barbara wasn't there with them because she was down with the COVID, but they were so happy with the result. Very happy for them. Just major, major love.
Yes, absolutely. And then in second place, our silver medalist here. You know what? The more I hear this teenage heartthrob rhythm dance, the more I love it.
Like, you didn't love it at the beginning enough? Like, what's wrong with you? I'm kidding.
I did. But you know, the more I hear this generational teenage heartthrob business,
it's great.
The more I enjoy it. So, anyways, we have, of course, Alexandra Stepanova and Ivan Bukin, who is a dad.
Like, what?
What? How'd that happen?
He has had a little baby boy called Artyom with Alyona Samarskaya, who is a choreographer in their team. They've been going out for quite a while, I believe. And I love how, like, the Russian media, of all people, like, the Russian media didn't know this. And so kudos to Ivan for keeping it under wraps.
That takes skill. Anyways, we have our Backstreet Boys, Shawn Mendes and Justin Bieber rhythm dance.
I love it. So good.
I really enjoy this. They did really well. They had a season's best and a personal best, 86.45 here.
Yes. You know what? Just, they have sharpened up so much. Twizzles were, bam, super close together. Well deserved of a lot of the plus fours they got. Key points, all yeses. You know, obviously they've got a lot of room to grow. They are known as not the cleanest dance team out there, but they've improved so much. Sasha Stepanova getting a level 4 in the pattern step, the only one to do so in the rhythm dance. Love it.
Look at her.
And you know what, that dubstep part for the pattern, or I think it's the midline step, just gets me every time. I love it so much.
Very good. It's very good.
It's a rave.
Shoma didn't take me to the club, so you know what, these two
they
can.
did.
These two can.
Ugh.
All right. And also the Romeo and Juliet. Every time I'm like, you know what?
Love it.
I like this Romeo and Juliet. I like you.
They knew to bring their A+ game for this Ollie season. Just absolutely love. Gorgeous twizzles, both level 4. 1 foot steps, both level 3. A lot of great +3s and +4s for their choreographic twizzles. You know, the iconic sit twizzles. And there were some +5s in there too. And I loved at the end them fist pumping and yelling, yeah! I was like, oh, guys! I will also say that apparently there was a news article that was released saying that Stepanova and Bukin, along with, I think, it was Mikhail Kolyada, maybe, were the most tested in terms of doping out of the whole, like, Russian skating team.
Misha doesn't do anything besides eat Dasha's rice, so...
Truly. But yeah, just the inequality in the doping, like, everyone in Tuporitsa's team only got tested once, and I think, like, Sasha and Vanya, as well as Misha, got tested, like, +3 times. Like, okay, cool.
It's a lot.
I mean, okay. Anyway, they're going to the Olympics now after missing out 4 years ago due to mysterious reasons that I don't think is doping related, but apparently they love to test them. But let's talk about our gold medalists, Victoria Sinitsina and Nikita Katsalapov. This rhythm dance is truly, like, one of the best. Technically, I love the vibe of it, but what I will mention, because there's not really much to talk about or pick on for the rhythm dance technically, is that Nikita's shirt, he was like, well, first of all, it's the year of the tiger in the Chinese zodiac, so we chose a cat print for the rhythm dance costume.
What?
And Yeah. And he goes, secondly, every time before we make costumes, we sit down and watch Fashion Week. And this summer, there's a lot of collections with like leopard print. I'm like,
oh my, wow. The observations are just really out of this world here. Really, really astute. Really astute.
Do you think that Victoria sits him down for Fashion Week? Or do you think that Nikita's the one that says, Victoria, we're sitting down for Fashion Week? I want to see the leopard prints.
I would love to see the leopard prints.
May I ask, if it was the year of the rat
print,
what would he dress up as? Or like the year of the rooster. Like there's a lot of questions here. Year of the pig. Like, Nikita, you're lucky it's year of the tiger.
Oh goodness, the things we could say. Anyways, let's talk about the Rachmaninoff. Again, just good. Just very good. We have a season's best. I don't got nothing to pick on here. No year of the tiger here.
Yeah, really nothing to pick on. Victoria looks absolutely stunning in a new white dress. She looks like an angel that's in a wedding dress. It's gorgeous. But yeah, I love how they're going like, oh, this free dance is like the story, our story, and like our career. I was like, I'm not really getting it, especially with like the Rhapsody.
I don't really quite understand that.
And so, you know what? I made up my own story. I'm now setting the story as Vika is Rapunzel and Nikita is Flynn Rider, but the botched version with the wrong nose. And the start is them falling in love softly, and the final bit's the Kingdom Dance bit.
You know, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take any Tangled story that you throw at me. Give it to me.
I will. It's truly excellent. But bloody, I don't know. Is this just a European, I guess, journalist thing? Because in the press conference, somebody asked, because in the rhythm dance between Sinitsina and Katsalapov and Stepanova and Bukin, it was actually quite tight. It was like 1.5 points in separating the two. And this bloody journalist, I think it was Dmitry Kuznetsov from Sports Express, asked Nikita, just like, does the gap between points between you and Stepanova and Bukin, does that worry you at all? And I was like, okay. And Nikita goes, your questions worry me. Like, who are you? And I'm just like, this is the best response this is the only time where I will support Nikita in that sense. Just like, your questions worry me. I'm like, excellent response.
You know, I don't often like him, but I respect that response.
Yeah. Oh, also, I love the awfulness and chaos of the press conference. It really rivals the men's. Somebody asked, oh, Maddie Chock and Evan Bates have a podcast, and Lilah Fear also has a podcast. So do you guys listen to this? And like, does this make you want to start a podcast yourself?
What are these questions?
What are these questions? And blessed Marco, he just goes, can I answer straight away? I'm not a socials guy, so I've got no idea. And Vanya just looked to Tatiana Flard and just goes, like, his expression was like, what the fuck is this question?
Oh my goodness. Such a mess.
Anyway, moving on, because ice dance is a lot. Let's move on to something that's also a lot, and that is men.
Also a lot, yes, absolutely. Okay, let's move on to men. Gosh, where do we start with men? Okay, let's talk about our withdrawals. So our Olympics, actually is going to the Olympics. Nikolai Myrov from Sweden had to withdraw before the short program because of a positive COVID test. Oh, no.
Yay.
We also had Matteo Rizzo, who posted a very mysterious Instagram post about withdrawing. It seems to be some technical reason that he didn't really talk about, but again, very mysterious, very in the vein of Dmitry Aliev. And I hate this last withdrawal. It's Mikhail Kolyada, who withdrew due to injury, COVID and an injury. Like, this man has not been having a good time. And instead we saw Andrei Mozalëv compete.
Who really stepped up to the
Pulled
plate.
it out, yeah. Oh my gosh.
All right, let us start with, you know what, I'm going to start with our 33rd place finisher, aka last place finisher, and that is
oh no,
Larry Loupolover.
The gift choreography. It's truly abysmal. I'm so sorry, Larry.
He probably choreographed it. Why are you apologizing for Larry? He probably choreographed this himself.
Did he really?
I don't know, but it's the worst piece/section of choreography I've ever seen in the history of figure skating.
So funny.
Like, this guy decided to do that for an Olympic year. It's like Tarasova and Morozov choosing to do Candyman for their Olympic free skate. Like,
look how well that turned out.
Come on.
I mean, everyone remembers it, so at least someone's talking about it.
And, like, the GIF had... It wasn't a GIF. It was kind of like a short video. Somebody overlaid Bolero on it, which I thought was fucking hilarious. And it wasn't Bolero, but you know what? If no one told me, I would have believed that he had skated to Bolero. But it wasn't Bolero.
It wasn't Bolero. It was Bolerio. I'll see myself out.
That sounds like a new virus strain, to be fair. But does he really need to do the... what do you even call the move? Like, when you're holding your nose and, like, the other arm is, like, waving like you're underwater? Like, he did that on competitive ice.
Oh, my goodness.
He did that on competitive ice in front of judges. You do that when you're, like, fucking plastered and really, really drunk at a house party. You don't do that on competitive ice.
So funny.
The gift is the GIF. So, thanks, Larry.
We'll leave Larry there for now. All right. Let's move up here in the standings to, oh gosh, I hate saying this, our 10th place finisher, Michal Brezina. What?
You know, I will take top 10.
Sure.
I will take top 10. We've got Mikhail moving from 15th in the short to 5th in the free for 10th. Oh my
gosh. That's classic men. Only men do these things.
Yeah.
His short program was not great. He fell on the quad sal because quad sal and Mikhail have a very tumultuous relationship. We have a triple flip, triple toe, and he flipped out of the toe. And then he fell in the triple axel. So just really none of the jumping passes went well for him.
And just Simon Rigg decided to show his expertise with a flip toe where he flipped out of. Simon goes, expertly done, while the GOE box is showing red.
Oh my goodness. Simon.
And then he decides, you guys know I'm all for a great bad pun. But Simon, so he said, it was a bad thing, I'm afraid, because Mikhail skated to Baby Did a Bad Thing. I was like,
that's not, that didn't hit. Didn't hit.
No, that landed as flat and as bad as some people did on the ice.
Oh, goodness.
So, 71.60 for the short, landing in 15th. However, coming to the Bryan Adams medley, which I fucking love, and I back so hard.
His dad rock. Mikhail loves dad rock.
The costume is great too. I would wear that shirt. That's actually a lie because it looks really, really tight and I don't like tight arms. But anyway, great shirt. Bryan Adams medley. Instead of the quad sow, we're sticking with a triple sow, triple toe, which I was like, you know what? Fine.
You know what? If it keeps you on your feet, I'll take it.
100%. And then we have both triple axels landed. He was so gassed at the end, but you know what? Who cares? It's a clean Brezina.
It's okay. Clean and, very enthusiastic dad rock medley. So, love it.
I mean, he came in 5th for the free skate. We'll absolutely take it.
It's so good. I will always root for him. I've been rooting for him I feel like when I started to get into skating again, I just remember watching him. I'm like, I've been watching you for a long time, sir.
Yeah, when you getting back into skating again, when you left, he was
when I came back there, he was again. There he was again. Consistent with a lot of things besides his quad sal.
The quad sal. I literally came from watching a clip of Mikhail doing a clean quad sal and then watched a short program where he fell. But moving on to our 9th place finisher, and this is Gabriele Frangipani.
All right.
Who replaced Matteo Rizzo here.
Not all right.
Is sad. Sad for Matteo, but great for Gabriele because, dude, we have a clean short program.
This is such a chaotic man. That
it was less chaotic here.
Yes, clean short program. Who would have known? He did end up in 9th place in the short program with an 81.79, and was clean.
The lowest PCS in the top 10, just saying. It's just like a tiny bit higher than Paul Fence's PCS.
Paul Fence is not the greatest artiste out there.
But he is going to the Olympics for the team event, so someone did something right.
He delayed his wedding, right, to go to the Olympics.
I mean, he didn't qualify for the individuals, but he got in for the team event, so he is going. Something was worth it.
Okay, let's talk about Gabriele's Peaky Blinders free skate. I just adore Peaky Blinders, so I hope that, I don't know, he either keeps it or someone else does a Peaky Blinders, someone.
Yes. Y'all, that quad Sauda Open, it was a good quad. It didn't look wild.
Yeah, that was interesting.
And then although he fell on the quad toe, which was called on the quarter, the triple X or triple toe, it didn't look yeety.
Who is this?
What's happening?
Maybe it's Matteo Rizzo secretly.
In a Gabriele costume.
In a Gabriele costume.
But 157.16 for the free skate. Look at you, Gabriele, coming top 10 at Euros. I'm so excited for him for the next quad. His mini Pikachu plushie in the Kiss and Cry. And you know what? The little yelp that he let out when he saw the scores, just...
It's a happy man.
It's a good yelp. I'm very happy. I mean, when he gets into his 20s, which sounds ridiculous to say, when he gets into his 20s, hopefully the wildness cleans up. And I feel like he's going to go on a Harvey trajectory. You know? Like wild and inconsistent when he was younger, but like wine gets better with time.
Sure, Gabriele Frangipani is just the epitome of aging like wine. We'll take it. Let's hop on up to 7th place with Kevin Aymoz. I don't know. I feel very tentative about this man.
Yeah, because I feel like his groin is still like hanging by a thread.
I feel tentative about his groin. Just really hanging on for dear life.
Yeah.
His entire pelvis
is just
really trying.
God damn. Really though, like I feel so bad for him because he's competed too much this season.
Why is he competing so much? Like he does not need to do this. Like he's going to the Olympics. Like why? I just don't understand.
You know, Romain Ponsard could have skated at Euros. Like we had Adam Xiao Himfa here as well. Like Kevin, just rest up so at the Olympics, you know, your groin doesn't fucking fall apart and then you're out for the next season. Like, come on.
You know what? As someone whose groin was falling apart after childbirth, it's just not worth it, Kev. It's just not worth it.
Yeah. Why is there like so many groin problems? Like my hips have been like jammed in their sockets and like they still are, and I've had to had someone like literally pull them out like due to skating. So like it's not worth it. No. Like if you want your hips to crack every single morning, like literally just I'm like, oh, have to really crack that hip, and you can just hear the sound just go. It's not worth it, Kevin.
Absolutely.
Really not.
Anyways,
but short program. Even though he came in 10th. And he had a fall and flipped out. Got a season's best.
You know, that just goes to show that
says a lot.
He's had a rough time, a rough go of it.
Yeah.
So yes, he came in 10th, season's best of 80.39. He fell in the opening quad toe, flipped out of his quad sal, and then somehow got a double toe on there. I don't know.
Good triple axel though. But the free skate to outro by M83, which I absolutely love, will take the flip out of the quad toes.
He stayed on his feet?
Yes. Very, very happy. So we can call it like clean, despite the trip going into the second triple axel. Like I gasped. I honestly gasped. But no fall Kevin. He was jumping with joy at the end. Coming off the ice, he said to Sylvia, like, I caught my blade on my pants, or like pant leg.
Kevin, man, you just need to take a break.
Yeah. You just need
a break.
Oh, heart in throat on those kind of moments. God. But stayed on his feet, which is great. Came in 4th in the free skate. We have Kevin in 4th for this free skate. We have a Michal Brezina coming in 5th for the free skate. Bless the 10th to 4th for 7th. Gotta love it. But finished with 171.82 for the free skate and 252.21 overall. So really, like, not bad in the second. Kevin, just fucking relax, please. After the Olympics, don't do world. Don't do World Team Trophy if it's on. Just go somewhere and sit.
Yes, go somewhere and sit wherever you can. That's permitted in this.
Work from home.
Work from
Kevin.
home, as a lot of folks are doing. Well, more folks should be doing that actually to stop the spread of Omarion. But anyways, Omarion. Do you see that TikTok where Omarion was like, "It's not me, guys." No. It's the best.
Oh, I did see a news article about it, but I haven't watched the TikTok. It's hilarious though. Sixth place though, Morisi Kvitelashvili.
Oh God, I feel like we just talked about him, which we did in our last episode.
But not too bad for the short program actually. Came in fourth with 92.76, even though he thought it was the best short program he's ever competed, and I was like, a little underscored here.
I wonder about this man's cognitive process. I just wonder how he, pieces things together sometimes.
Would love to have a session just to
session with
break everything down,
figure things out.
Love how the stadium announcer messed up the pronunciation of Kvitelashvili, which I only can say because I fucked it up so many times in the past and it's drilled into me now. My mum refers to Morisi as the Aladdin boy, which I feel like if you don't want to mess up his name, just say, "And welcome to the ice, representing Georgia, the Aladdin boy."
And one of the Atari girls.
Plus Gleb.
Oh, goodness. Anyways, for the free skate, we have a Frank Sinatra medley. This Frank Sinatra program is just so strange on him. It's not a good match. Give him some Billie Eilish. Anyways.
You know what? Anyway, Frank
for now. So he fell on the opening quad sal. It was a big splat.
Yeah, that wasn't a good fall though. But came back really nicely with a triple axel triple toe and a quad toe double toe, and then popped the second quad toe into a lovely double toe that did the rounds. Rostelcom champion.
There were a lot of double toes here.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't really. Can he did another quad toe double toe, and I was like, I don't think can you do that?
Can you?
No. I was like, you've already done. That means you've done 3 double toes. That's not allowed. So anyway, it's just the chaos. Coming in 8th in the free skate to finish 6th overall.
Oh man.
Got the even numbers going. But let's move on to our 5th place finisher here, and that is Evgeni Semenenko with really not a great performance.
Gosh. He has been through it. You know what? I don't want to talk shit about him because this man has been through it. Let me tell you. Okay, so
he did well for the short program, though.
Yeah, a good short program. We had a quad toe triple toe. We had a quad sal, nice save on the quad sal, and a nice triple axel. So can't complain about it.
99.04. I feel like some of the PCS were given, there's a component specifically for Evgeni and windmill arms. He would have gotten 9.95, so all good there. But the Master and Margarita free skate, which I still think whenever he doesn't do his costume change is when he flops on it. So bring that back.
I like this theory. I love a costume change, so I'll always support a theory that will encourage costume change.
There was a nice flower. Anyway, I will. Yes, please bring it back for the Olympics. It's called an omen, Evgeni, or a talisman. Just get onto it. But just really shaky landings. A popped quad sow to a double. Flip out to the quad toe. Just after that, just doesn't look good for Olympics chances at all. And just the arms got wilder and wilder as the program went on. They're like pool noodles.
They're like pool noodles.
Or octopus limbs, just lengthy, limmy, and all over the place.
That's true.
But ending up 5 points behind Mozalëv here does not bode well. So clearly he was disappointed. You could see it really on his
But
face.
little did he know.
Little did he
was gonna
know.
make it anyways. Oh no, this season. Well, he again looked very, very sad, and if Misha had not, contracted COVID, he wouldn't. He would be sitting in his disappointment. So,
Which, I mean, moving on to our 4th place skater here, Andrei Mozalëv. I mean, you can't say it wasn't a correct decision to not really replace, because the Olympic team was never named, but to name Andrei Mozalëv as the person who was taking the 3rd spot for the Olympics, because this boy came in first for the short program with 99.76.
he did so good. I'm so proud of him. You know what? These Russian men are really, really pulling out all the stops, and I like it. They're peaking at the right time.
Yes, and I've mentioned this time and time again, but the amount of improvement and work this boy has done for his skating skills and edges is absolutely incredible, and he deserved the first place in the short program so much. The quad toe, triple toe is looking beautiful. He took the opportunity presented and ran with it and gave the selection committee a hard time, and I was like, this is an athlete.
This is what you should do.
Good on you.
I'm so proud of him.
Absolutely.
I'm so proud of all these Russian men. Who knew that we would be sitting here being proud of Russian men? Who knew?
Listen to last season, and absolutely the answer would
Last
be
season just
we didn't know.
screaming with the chaos.
Screaming about the status of Russian men. But I love this Heart Cry program. I know I've talked shit on it. Not really talk shit, but just saying that there should be more choreography. But my standards are high from the dance world. But anyway, loved the short. 1492, the Conquest of Paradise soundtrack. And unfortunately, just people skated better, and he didn't skate as well here, and dropped him to 4th place overall, because got 6th place in the free skate with a few errors.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst, but other people, again, skated a lot better. We're going to talk about our podium finishers in a second, who are phenomenal. But yeah, it wasn't definitely some mistakes here. So a great quad toe, triple toe to open, and then the mistakes started. So we had a double-footed triple sal downgraded. And then we also had a triple axel, which was called in the quarter, triple axel double toe, and then another triple axel, which was called under. And then we had a triple Lutz Euler triple sal, but then the sal was invalidated.
Invalid?
I don't know what happened.
I just don't have the capacity to find out, really. Someone in the comments will go off at me. But I will go off at Simon going, when Andrei finished skating, he was like, there's nothing between him and Mozalëv. And I'm like, you're talking about the same person.
What are you talking about?
He was talking about Semenenko, and he's like, there's nothing between Andrei and Mozalëv, like Diana and Davis.
Dear God.
Oh gosh. Yeah, so Andrei got dinged a lot in technical elements. And he said that he was so disappointed that he came in 4th. And I was like, boy, this is your first big senior competition. He's only done one senior Grand Prix prior to this.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So,
he's got time. You got time.
Yeah. But this boy has been through an absolute whirlwind from doing super well at nationals, then not getting chosen for Europeans, but then his coach, Kirill Davydenko, saying, Andrei and I go into the pre-Olympic training camp in Krasnoyarsk, and we'll prepare with the whole team, and getting into the main team at the Olympics, this will be decided by the federation, and it's not our issue to deal with. And then afterwards is just I'm going to the Olympics. Not
okay.
Actually going to the Olympics. Okay, cool, great. Oh, I'm winning the short program at Euros. Okay, cool. You know what? I think he's going to be used in the short program for the team event. I would.
Yeah. It's a great short program.
Yeah, because we have to have Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah, we can't not have Jesus Christ Superstar for that free skate. So, but I mean, it's a great short program. It's not just by default.
Yeah,
it is a very good short program, and I would put him there too. So, I am loving Russian men. Who knew that I'd be saying that?
Who knew? You know who we also love? Deniss Vasiljevs.
Truly love. I feel like I've been watching him forever too.
But he's so, how old is he? He's like
I could
early
watch him forever.
20s.
No complaints. I could watch it.
Oh,
continue to watch
absolutely.
him. He has
Absolutely.
done so well this competition, like absolutely phenomenal. He's always a fantastic artist on the ice. So for the short program, we have a triple flip, beautiful triple axel. We had a triple lutz, triple toe. It was so good. It was the season's best. He did come in 6th place just because other folks just had higher technical content than he did. But he did end up scoring 90.24, again, because of his beautiful PCS, or not his beautiful PCS.
Yeah, beautiful PCS though.
Beautiful PCS, beautiful skating skills, beautiful artistry. His PCS was 43.50, so
It
well
topped
deserved.
the PCS, which I was like,
Fair.
fair. Absolutely fair. Romeo and Juliet.
Another Romeo and
got
Juliet
the
that I like.
Prokofiev.
What's happening to me?
Yeah, but the Prokofiev version, not the Leo DiCaprio. So, I like it. And excuse you, Deniss, with the huge quad sow to open. Like, who cares if it was caught in the quarter? But, like, it looks so good, Deniss.
Whatever, it looks great. And then we have, I mean, the rest of it was just fantastic. Triple axel, double toe, triple axel. We did have an edge warning on the flip, but, you know, it's okay. It's just a warning. He's so happy. Everyone loved him. Everyone. Who doesn't love Deniss, you know?
Who doesn't? Kevin Aymoz was cheering Deniss on in the green room.
Oh, was he really? That's so cute.
Yeah, he was like, you know how they now separate, like when you're in the kiss and cry, they bring up a video of the current leader in the green room. And Kevin was just like, hi. And he was like pointing to Deniss going like, yeah, good job. And I was like, oh my God, you're the sweetest.
Oh, so cute.
But there's a video of Stefan online, like probably a lot of people saw it. He was celebrating like crazy after Deniss finished. And it was so fucking
that's
cute.
adorable. Also, in 2nd place, Daniel Grassl? Question mark.
Question mark, but new world number 1 after Euros.
Oh.
Question mark.
Big question mark.
Yes. Question mark, exclamation.
Question mark, exclamation. It's that emoji that's like, is it red or is it white? It's the question. Hang on, let me find. It's like a question mark, exclamation mark emoji. And they're like very
Oh, you have
spaced
to send
out.
it to
It's
me.
really funny. Anyways, not the point.
It is the point because I use question mark, exclamation mark in like my everyday vernacular.
All right, anyways, let's talk about Daniel Grassl. He has a white crow short program, and I can't say that without crying because Misha just brought back his white crow, and now we are being subjected to this white crow.
That's a nicer way of saying it. Yeah, completely. I mean, quad lutz was good. Triple axel was good. The triple lutz, triple toe, dear God, the technique is so bad. I'm crying. But he does have innovative spin positions, and that are good, so I'll give him that. Scored 91.75 to come in 5th for the short program. Yeah, but you know what? That interstellar free skate, I don't know why. Why do his quads look so much better than his triples?
Because he can do quins. That's obviously the answer. They're just too easy for him. Too few rotations. That's the issue. We're just dumbing down the content.
And it's like, oh, I will purposely do this bad just to make sure I can do it. But truly, like, if he only does quads, then I wouldn't complain so much about his technique. But the fact of the matter is that I have seen his triples and
they're not
I
good
hate them.
triples. They're just
No.
so bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, especially, you know what, sometimes it seeps into the quads as well, because that first quad lutz in the free skate was a big yeetage.
Sometimes it gets the quads too.
It spreads. But the quad flip was a lot better, and then fucking quad loop oiler triple sow, like, that's a huge combination.
Very big, very big.
I just realized, I don't know why it took me so long to realize, the vocal part of this interstellar program really gives off the vibe of semi-final of The Voice, where, you know, when you get to do a duet with your coach, but your coach is Blake Shelton.
Oh no, I hate Blake Shelton. I can't stand him. He's
But it gives
the
us that
actual
vibe.
worst.
Because the vocal part is what you would imagine Matthew McConaughey sounding like if he was, if he was singing a soundtrack.
Absolutely.
But because it's like, because it's Walmart Matthew McConaughey with this like country theme for Interstellar, which I'm like, you really like, you want to pick the country part of Interstellar, like the farming country part instead of the space part. It really gives off the Blake Shelton semi-final duet with their contestant vibe.
You know, I'm not going to argue with that. How can I argue?
Yeah, because it's correct. But, this Quint jumping bean, I can't say I'm a fan of his skating by any means, but I really do appreciate his grit and drive. And he's also so supportive of other skaters. The sportsmanship is truly through the roof, and I really back that. I really do.
Yes.
And Lorenzo Magri is having the best
He's having a really good time, isn't he? The most fun you can have in a pandemic.
Truth, yeah. Daniel also said, which I feel like he's the Alexandra Trusova of a few things, especially the jumps, but he said, I would really like to try and train with Tuperitsa in the summer at their training camp. He wanted to, like, in the past, but he didn't do it because of COVID. And he also had to join the army. And he was like, but I hope I can visit her in the future. I was like, oh. He would thrive in Tuperitsa's camp. He would just like,
oh God,
he'd be like, yes,
no,
I'm ready to work.
I can't allow the combination of Daniel Grassl and Morisi Kvitelashvili. I just won't allow that to happen.
That's too much.
Could you imagine the TikToks those two would make?
The rink would burn down.
They would do like some Mike and Sully program to use up.
Holy shit.
They would use up Morisi's blue body paint.
Okay, who is Mike? Who is Sully?
Daniel Grassl is Mike. He gives Big Mike Wazowski.
So if we're gonna associate, let's associate Tuperitsa camp with Monsters Inc. characters. Who's Boo?
Boo is Anna Sherbakova.
That is true. Who's Randall then?
Randall's a Terry.
Really?
Terry is the Randall. Oh no, Terry is the Roz.
Terry
is Roz. Daniil is the Randall.
I was like,
Terry's the Roz.
Terry's 100% Roz. And Dudikov can be the chef in the sushi restaurant. That's it.
That's it.
Mike Grosalski. All right, let's move on because this is whack.
We're moving into whack territory.
We're coming back.
We're
to
returning. Don't worry.
We took a break, but we're back. Wait, who is Yeti?
Yeti.
I know, the abominable Yeti with snow cones.
Alexander Summer.
And you know who Waternoose can be? He can be like who are Terry's just like, shut the fuck up, you don't know anything. All right, let's speak about Mark Kondratiuk because Terry's given us too much. Hello, European champion.
I love him. I truly love him.
Like, he's not your typical Russian men's skater, like the vibe.
I'm a Jesus Christ Superstar fangirl.
Me too. And Magnificent Central, because that fucking goes off.
I would dress up as Jesus Christ, cosplay as Jesus Christ to wait backstage for Mark's autograph.
with the coloured pants?
Oh my gosh. Anyways.
Channel 1 event newcomer from like Zhenya Medvedev's team to Rusnat's bronze, to Rusnat's champ, to now European champ, to head of the Olympic team. Or the Olympic men's contingent for Russia. That's insane. On your mark.
Oh my gosh. I think that, okay, so let's talk about the programs. He almost scored 100 in the short program. He got 99.06.
Wild. Coming in like super close to Andrei Mozalëv. Like, the three Russian boys were super, super, super close, all within a point. Mark was 0.02, so 2/100ths of a point above Evgeni Semenenko. And you know what? His style and energy is so like unique and infectious. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, he's not your typical Russian men's skater, but as this past season has proven, being your typical Russian men's skater it's not served folks well this season.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so Jesus Christ Superstar. Let's talk about that.
It's a vibe.
Oh, it's such good energy here. He had a season's best of 187.50. PCS was 90.02. Like, I just really like him. He's a little like offbeat. I don't know. I'm just really, really into him.
He is. It's the artist in him.
Artist in Mark.
It's the artist
Marcus.
in him. He's so emotional afterwards, which, like, fair enough. Season's best 187.50. I feel like because he's not like the most, I guess, clean and refined skater, like a Mikhail Kolyada, that the vibe he gives, like the messy kind of rough around the edges vibe, is great, and the music fits it, and like any fight that he has on his jumps kind of fits into the vibe of the program. Any yeetage, I'm like, it's a good brand and packaging.
You know, I love Misha, but could Misha do a Jesus Christ Superstar? I'm unsure.
No.
I don't really know about that.
He could do a J-Lo.
He did do a J-Lo.
Mm-hmm. Bring that back.
Anyways, congratulations to Mark, our champion. Very well deserved. He is peaking at exactly the right time, and I am so proud of him.
Me too. Very, very proud. And Olympics are in 10 days at the time we are recording this, so super excited. Stay safe, stay healthy, everybody. Just like be like Roman Sadovsky and like shut everyone out of your life for a little bit, because
it's not worth it. Be a Roman.
Be a Roman, truly. I don't think we have a kiss and cry segment today, but maybe we'll have one by the time we record Four Continents. So
yes, we will do that. All right. Well, I am Joss, and you can come and chat with us at Let's Get Down Pod. That's LUTZ, Get Down Pod on Twitter and Instagram. And if you want to work with us, please shoot us an email at letsgetdownpod@gmail.com.
I'm Claudia, and if you like this podcast and are screaming at Ivan Bukin being a father, please leave us a review and give us some 5-star love. We would really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for listening.
Talk to you soon. Bye.